is my kind of socialism.
If you're a man of the people, you have to give money.
You've got to pay £10 to get in?
Absolutely.
Hi, David. How are you? Good, thank you. A lot of that is related to this. Hello, nice to meet you.
My name is Ghulam Hussain. I've recently been elected as a councillor for Roundhay ward. I've been a member of the party for many years. I worked very closely with Fabian Hamilton MP, both in the official capacity and in the Labour Party as well. Basically, I'm supporting David Miliband because I think he is the man who can lead the party to victory and will provide a strong opposition straight away as a leader of the opposition. So I hope that he will do well.
We had, can you tell I've got a Northumberland tan? Well, Northumberland is a Northumberland tan, it's well known. You have 1 day's sun and 1 week's rain. Exactly. We know that feeling, don't we?
Christine McNiven, Chair of Leeds North East. Initially I was agnostic and I attended hustings held by most of the candidates. The first one I went to was Ed, and he appealed to me because emotionally he's my sort of politician, but then my head rules my heart. When I saw David, I knew once absolutely, definitely that David was my man because he has got the intellectual pool as well as the emotional ties to the Labour Party that I can identify with, and so he's got my vote, and I'm telling everybody that I meet that David's going to be my man.
Shadow Foreign Secretary and former Foreign Secretary David Miliband.
Thank you, Fabian. Our next speaker, I want to really come here to thank you because Fabian's election result on May the 6th was absolutely remarkable. And I'm sure all of you would say that that's in part a reflection on him, because he is a remarkable Member of Parliament. He is a champion for this community and this constituency. But it's not only a reflection on him. It's not just his modesty that means that he says it's thanks to the people that are here. And when I talked to Fabian about coming here today, he said these are the people who actually made the difference between winning the seat and losing the seat. So thank you very, very much, because the truth is around the country there are literally dozens of Labour MPs who are in Parliament thanks to the efforts of their members, and they wouldn't have been in Parliament just according to the national swing. And the fact that we were winning city council seats on the same day on May the 6th is a fantastic tribute to you and all that you're doing. I think you're winning in Leeds because you've got a community-based party. You've got a party that is in touch with the communities that it represents, all the communities, and there's a diverse set of communities represented here. And you're in the community not just at election time, but between elections as well, serving the people, whether it be for affordable housing or safer streets or decent jobs or security in retirement. Those are things that you're campaigning on. And that's the sort of Labour Party that I want to lead. I think we know what we believe in. We believe in a country which judges itself by the condition of the weak, not just the strong. We believe in a country that builds communities on the basis of responsibilities as well as rights. And we believe in a country which knows that there are people far away, whose names we don't know, whose stories we can only imagine, but who are fellow citizens of this planet who depend on having a friend in Britain and in the British government. And I say that today because the newspapers report that the Tories are abolishing the annual human rights report that that Robin Cook brought in 1997. And I don't want to live in the sort of country that says we're going to save £560,000 but no longer stand up for human rights around the world for people who are in prison or under censorship or under house arrest, because we decide we'll cut that rather than actually taking account of the people who got us into the economic mess in the first place, rather than making the poorest around the world suffer as a result of it. So I think we do know what we believe, but what we need is a party that is focused on the future and not on the past. We've all got our views about the triumphs of the last 13 years, and I actually think we should be more proud of what we've achieved. We've all got our views. We've all got our views about the mistakes, and there were mistakes over the last 13 years. But we know that politics has got to be about the future, not just about the past. We learn from the past, but we don't repudiate it. We learn from the successes and we learn from the failures, but above all, we put our values into practice in the future. And my God, do the British people need us at the moment. They've got a government which, far from being dragged to the centre, because it's a coalition government, is actually applying shock therapy to the economy, is threatening the biggest disorganisation in the health service in 60 years, and young man here was telling me about what's going on in the health service, which is putting the fear of life into pensioners over the winter fuel allowance and other things. And they're doing that with the support of the Lib Dems, who ran on a platform, vote Lib Dem to keep the Tories out. And actually, the truth is, before you can say Jack Robinson, you vote Lib Dem and you get the Tories in. And so it falls to us to be the home for all shades of centre and centre-left opinion. It falls to us to be a party that does reach out into the community. And it's fantastic that you've got people here today, Fabian, who are rejoining the party.
Absolutely.
Because actually we've got to rebuild the Labour family. We've got to grow the Labour family, but we've also got to reach out. And I think if we can come out of this leadership election with a leader who can appeal to the public as well as the party, someone who can unify the party, not just at Westminster, but from top to bottom, and someone who's a credible Prime Minister, then we've got a chance not just of being a fighting opposition, but actually being a party of government again. And the truth is, the only way we live out our values is when we use the power to put more power, wealth and opportunity into the hands of people, ordinary people right around this country. That's what I'm in politics for. I think that's why you're in politics. That's why we're in the same party. And let's try and make it a stronger, better party in the future. Thank you very much indeed.